Shalom Israel, it's your boy Cass from Sons of Zion, uh, out here in Kansas City. First video right here I'm doing, and I've been wanting to do this for a minute. Want to get into the blood moon and what they actually mean, and just the signs and what they mean, and actually go through the scriptures and show y'all what they mean. So let's get it. We're gonna start off in Acts 2:19. Well, I'm gonna start at 17 because it's a prophecy given, letting us know what God is gonna do. And it says, "And it shall come to pass in the last days, said God, saith Yahweh, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams." And that's what's going on now. I'll be on social media a lot. You'll see sisters, you see brothers talk about their dreams they've been having about the end times. A lot of people talking about they seeing the number 666 and 144, which would probably be the 144,000 elect. Verse 18, "And my servants and on my handmaiden I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy." And that just goes for the servants too. You know what I'm saying? The other people too. They know the end time is coming. You know what I'm saying? Verse 19, "And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke." And that's what's going on now. You know, he's showing wonders in the heavens. I think it was 2017 when they had that solar eclipse. You know what I'm saying? These things just don't be happening just because it be happening. These are actually signs of what's actually going on. And now you just had the blood moon. They call it super wolf blood moon. Yeah, it's the end times, you know. And these are signs, you know. Verse 20, it says, the sun shall be turned into darkness." Hey, that happened in 2017. "And the moon into blood." That happened, what was that, January 20th? Yeah, January 20th. "Before the great and notable day of the Lord come." So that, I mean, you know, these things are supposed to happen before he come. And it's written in the scriptures to let us know. So we just gotta be mindful and keep watch. It's always a good thing to keep watch, not just of the sky and the signs, you know what I'm saying, but also aware of what the government's doing, you know, keeping the eye full of things about what's going on with that, because they fulfilling prophecy too. And it says, verse 21, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on my name of the Lord shall be saved." Excuse me. And that's a cut right there, because a lot of people talking about we don't have the Lord's name. So what name you going to be calling to be saved? You going to say Lord? You going to say Father? You going to say God? Those are titles. You got to have a name, the true name, Yahweh. And you say it in the name of Christ, which would be Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. It says, "Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Jesus of Nazareth, a man approved of God among you by miracles and wonders and signs which God did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know." So yeah, man, I just wanted to really, the point was the verse 19 and 20, that these signs that you see in the sky, you know, are signs of destruction, because Christ is coming back. Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach, Wa Malak, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of Genesis 1. Let me see if I can get that real quick. Genesis 1:14. I'm gonna start at 13 just for edification. Genesis 1:13. In the evening and the morning were the third day. So that just lets you know that's what a day is from. Well, no, that's the other part up there. I'm tripping. Let's start at 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And that's what those signs are for. Letting you know the season, the signs. Signs, you know what I'm saying? Let them be for signs. So these things that you see is for signs. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's it on that. I think I wanted to get up to the first day. That's what I was trying to show you too. Let's see. Oh, I was showing that here at verse 13 that the day starts at evening. So for people saying it starts in the morning, no, it's evening to evening is a full day. So the day starts at evening. And let's see. I think another one is Psalms. Psalm 74. 8. Yeah, so we just kind of going in and let you know what these signs is for. I'm gonna start at Salakia, Israel. Start at 8. They said in their hearts, let us destroy them together. They have burned up all the synagogues of God in the land. We see not our signs. There is no more prophet, neither is there among us any that knoweth how long. Okay, so in verse 9 it says we see not our signs, because that's what they use. Or God will give them signs. Like what's that movie with Nat Turner? The Birth of a Nation. He was waiting on signs. He said, if God give me a sign, we're going to do it that day or whatever, the next day. And what sign did he see? I think it was a lunar eclipse. Yeah, I think it was a lunar eclipse. So God will give us signs to let us know what we should do. At this time, prophets wasn't giving no answers. And we weren't getting signs from Yahweh in the sky. I think also, I think it was in, I can't remember what it was, but it talks about how Issachar was good with the stars, and they knew what Israel ought to do. I'm going to read verse 10. It says, O God, how long shall the adversary reproach? Shall the enemy blaspheme thy name forever? Because that's what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Our enemies don't think we got a God because we in a low place. And it seems like it's been forever. But, you know, they going to get theirs. Also, yeah, Jeremiah talks about signs too. Jeremiah 10. I'll pass it up. Shalaki Israel. I passed it like 5 times. Jeremiah 10. It says, hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you. O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So that's a lot of our people, or a lot of heathens, even some of our people, mainly heathens, the stuff they see in the sky, they try to use, what's that stuff, astrology and the zodiac stuff to determine things, and they be, oh my God, what's going on? We ain't supposed to be worried because we got a God. We shouldn't be worried about it. He's our God and not theirs. That's Joel, you know what I'm saying? Joel, I think 2:27 will let you know he's our God and no one else. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have nothing to worry about. If you're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments like you're supposed to, and keeping your faith in the Hamashiach, Wamalak Yahweh Shai, which is Christ, you know. So yeah, just letting you know about these signs. That's all. Don't be dismayed at. Don't be dismayed at them. It ain't nothing to worry about, you know. It's just showing you the destruction that's going to come. What else we got? Thinking Daniel 6 and 27. I wrote these down a long time ago, and I ain't went back into it in a minute. Is it Daniel? Yeah, Daniel 6 and 27. It says, he delivereth and rescueth, and he worketh signs and wonders in heaven and in earth, who have delivered Daniel from the power of the lions. You see what I'm saying? He delivereth and rescueth, and he worketh signs and wonders in the heaven and earth, and in earth. Those are your signs and wonders, man. You know, it said it in Genesis, you know what I'm saying? Those for signs. The stars, the way the moon has its phases, you know, the new moon, full moon, blood moons. You know, I think they talking about in February it's supposed to be a snow moon. I ain't never heard of that. I had to do some research. But that's another one. Let's see, Luke. I'm just giving you precepts to go and look at and do some studying on, you know, these things that's coming to pass. It's a blessing that we have this knowledge right now. Luke 21:25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon. There shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth. Distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. So this whole earth is going to get it, man. This whole earth is going to feel it. I mean, even the animals know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get crazy. The earth is distressed. You got people taking all this oil out the ground. So now you causing all these earthquakes. And you shooting satellites and stuff in the sky to change the weather. HARP. You should look that up. You know what I'm saying? The earth is in distress. The earth ain't even ripe. You need to be back in power, man, so we can regenerate everything the way it's supposed to be. In the sea, and the waves are roaring. Hey, sure, you'll see strange fish washing up on shore. You'll see thousands of fish flopping up on shore. You know, stuff is going on. And like it says, signs in the sun and the moon. You got your blood moon, you have these eclipses. Solar eclipse, all of that. These things are supposed to happen before the day of the Lord comes. Another one in Sirach 43. or Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, either one. 43, and 6. It says, he made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. Right there. It's beautiful. So in every season, man, the moon gonna do its thing. Show a sign in the world. These things aren't just supposed to happen for no reason. Verse 7, from the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. And that's where you get the word month from, the moon, you know. The moon gives signs. Stay diligent and make haste to these commandments. Right there, verse 5 is crazy. Great is the Lord that made it, and at his commandment runneth hastily. You gotta run at these commandments, man. I'm talking to myself too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect, but you gotta stay diligent in this. Let's get back in Isaiah. Isaiah got something. 13:1. No, that ain't it. Well, let's get into it anyway. This is good because this is with all the stuff that's going on with the Native Americans and the MAGA people, MAGA kids, and the Israelites there. You know what I'm saying? This is what was going on. Isaiah 13:1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. The banner is the word, this Bible. On a high mountain. America is a high mountain. Mountain meaning nation. It's on top. It says, exalt the voice unto them. So you gotta lift your voice up like a trumpet. You know what I'm saying? I think that's Isaiah 58:1. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. It says, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Shake the hand. You ain't about to just run up and just start shaking people's hand. It ain't saying that. It's talking about shake your hand like you got a problem with them. Like how, you know how brothers be when they real passionate about something, they moving their hands. Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. What's the gates of the nobles? Your politicians, your police officers, people of high stature. You know what I'm saying? Not stature. Who have a authority. Let's get Joel 2. Cause that's what's going on. That's what the Israelites was out there doing, man. They wasn't out there to even mess with them people. They was out there to wake up the brothers. Gad. You know what I'm saying? Whoever got it was meant to get it, and who didn't get it, hey, Proverbs 20:24, you know, man's going is of the Lord. So I've seen a lot of cool stuff going on out there too. So it's all good. What they call them, Uncle Tomahawks. It's all good. But that was a beautiful thing that went on, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them brothers that did that, you know. And now we getting the backlash, you know. But that's supposed to happen. And it's gonna ramp up. Joel 2:2. Hey, don't start at 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. So it's nigh, man. It's gonna happen, you know. And ain't nothing you can do about it. You know, so you gotta stay in His truth, and that's what we doing out there. You know, Isaiah 13:1 and 2, and even on down to Joel 2:1. You know what I'm saying? You blowing that trumpet. You know what I'm saying? Shaking the hand of the nobles. You know, verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. So this day you ain't never seen this type of thing happen before. Not even the movies can't even explain this. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not a day of darkness. It's a day of thick darkness. It's like you be driving at night and it's so foggy, you can't see nothing. You turn your headlights on, you turn the high beams on, you still can't. It's thick darkness. That's how bad it's gonna be, man. Well, verse 3, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. Because this the day of the Lord, man, you cannot escape that, man. A lot of people talking about fleeing, going to a different place. Man, look, you gonna get it if Yahweh wants you to get it, man. You running, that means you lacking faith. Stay grounded and keep the commandments and have faith. Pray that you one of the elect, or at least the 1/3. Don't make yourself a part of that number, but at least pray. Pray that God has mercy to save you, to see the judgment, see your enemy fall. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing, to see your enemy fall. Hey, if you keep reading it, go on down, it's good. But I think I missed some. I want to go back to Isaiah 13. Yep, here we go. 9. I'm gonna start at 6. Well, no, shoot, I'm gonna start at I'm gonna just read. I'm gonna start at 4. No, I'm gonna start at 3. I'm gonna start at 3. Cause we left at 2. So you gonna lift that banner up, you know what I'm saying, and make those people get mad enough to where they going to your top officials. You know what I'm saying? You seen Sakari, they at CNN headquarters, you know what I'm saying, rebuking this nation. That's what you call going to the gates of the nobles, shaking the hand at them. Verse 3, I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The sanctified ones, that's the Israelites, man. He said, I've also called my mighty ones for my anger. The people who out here really pushing this, putting in this work. You know what I'm saying? Because he said, for real, we ain't mad enough. That's why he said, for my anger. We ain't mad enough. We ain't mad enough because look what we do when shit happens. When they fuck us up out here in these streets. Excuse my language. They just really, what we do, we pull out our phones and start recording. We ain't mad enough. That's why he says, and I will make them, what does he say? Basically, he gonna put his anger inside of us. And that's gonna, I can't remember the scripture per se. I'm going to probably put it down in the comments or something. But yeah, the Most High gonna put his anger inside of us because we ain't mad enough. And that's gonna be crazy. Because you don't know how mad the Most High is. I mean, you can read it, but you don't know. Verse 4 says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven. Even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Talking about them missiles, man. They're coming from a far nation. Because they're going to be loud when they come to the air. Because those are his weapons. He created the waster, you know what I'm saying? Or created the smith. He gave them that understanding to create those things so he can use to destroy them. It's how the Most High work. He'll build up the king, you know what I'm saying? Get them all proudful. And then what? Just like how he did Pharaoh. Built him up, hardened his heart. Made him feel like he was on top, couldn't nothing touch him. And then, boom, Yahweh will take him down. Just for his glory. Verse 6, it says, howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. We just read that. It's coming, man. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Hey, the Lord ain't coming back to give no hugs and kisses, man. Lollipops and suckers and whole babies and, you know what I'm saying? None of that. He coming back mad. He already did that. Not per se, but you know what I'm saying? He already came back being a humble servant. He coming back to do some damage this time. It ain't nothing good coming out of that. Except for the Israelites, you know what I'm saying? The chosen, the elect. Lord willing, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. Keep these commandments, have faith. Verse 7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Because that's what it's going to be. When they see that, bro, your heart going to drop. That's basically what your heart going to melt. Your heart going to literally melt from the missiles. And your heart going to melt figuratively because you going to be so in awe. Or people going to be so in awe. You can't believe what they're going to see. They're going to melt. Their heart's going to melt. Their mind can't even fathom. They're going to be like, what? Verse 8. And they shall be afraid. Man, people, it's going to be hell out here, man. People ain't going to know what to do. You're going to see people running around like the movies, man. War of the Worlds. What's his name? Tom Cruise. You know, people running around, frantic. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They going to be like, oh my God, oh my. Yeah, not your God. You know what I'm saying? But they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. Because everything they have is going to fail them. Your government going to fail you. Your police going to fail you. Your army going to fail you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. What you going to do about somebody coming out the sky with a big spaceship, a cloud, a chariot? This man coming back doing destruction. Ain't nothing you can do about that. It says, they shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. These people gonna melt, man. This is Isaiah 13:9. Still reading on down. This is what I really want to kind of get into right here. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger. So I mean, like I said, he gonna put his anger inside of us. Wrath and fierce anger. Because what they did to us, man. Although we played a part in it, want to follow these heathens and do what they want to do, we got to come out of that, man. Come up out of the ways of Babylon, America, man. Ain't nothing good here no more, man. It's going to shit anyway. The dollar about to drop, all this bullshit about to fall. It says he cruel both with wrath and fierce anger to lay the land desolate. America gonna be a desolate wasteland for owls and snakes and reptiles. Ain't nothing gonna be living here, man. It's gonna be like a desert. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it, our people. That's gonna be your 2/3, man. You know what I'm saying? Our sinners, our people who didn't sin, 2/3, who don't care to get right. They love to turn up life, man. Breaking the commandments. Forgetting they God. Don't even care when you try to tell them. And then people who done fell out the truth too. They worse. Yeah, I just heard of a brother who left one camp, left the camp, and now he liking what you call him, transsexual. He liking on some transsexual. That's what happens when you come out this truth, man. You should be afraid. But what the Most High can do to you, give you a reprobate mind. Have you out here doing whatever, man. You gotta stay righteous, man. Don't run out of gas. It's hard, but you gotta stand strong. Verse 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. It just said the day is going to be darkness and gloomy, and even thick darkness. It's about to be bad out here, man. Ain't gonna be no light for nobody, man. You're gonna be like a blind man groping in the noonday. And it says, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Yeah, all them proud, rich motherfucking people. Excuse my language. That's how I talk sometimes. Excuse that. All these proud people who walk around with all this money, you know what I'm saying, and look down on the poor, even on their own people, who forget about their people when they leave the hood. He said he gonna lay that to cease. Your proud gonna be gone. The reason why they so proud is because they got all this money. You know what I'm saying? Especially our people. They get a little bit of money, man, they start looking down on niggas, on their own people. It's fucked up. Excuse my language. And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Verse 12, it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. It's a bunch of stuff in that one right there. Because in that day, a lot of these women right now, they feel like they don't need a man. They can do whatever, you know what I'm saying, treating a man all fucked up. But in that day, when the Lord comes, they gonna be looking for a man in the truth, who got some knowledge and wisdom, know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of brothers ain't gonna be dealing with none of that. They gonna be like, man, I'm not worried about that right now. Man, gone. Because they gonna be trying to cleave to you. It says, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And I heard brothers say Ophir was the land of America, or South America, or the Americas, where they found all the gold when King Solomon was going over there to get the gold. That's another breakdown somewhere else. I ain't got all the information on that, but that's just a gem you can do some research on. I'm gonna keep going with that. Let's see. I'm just going where the Spirit lead me, man. I'm just reading 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of their place, and in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. How the heavens is gonna shake? How's the earth gonna move out of her place? From those missiles. World War III. Man, I'm gonna keep going. Verse 14, and it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land. Because that's what's gonna happen. They gonna see the destruction of America, what's about to happen. And they like, man, I'm getting out of this place. The Africans gonna go back to Africa. Chinese gonna go back to China, Asia, whatever you want to call it. East Indians gonna go back to India, wherever they from, you know. And it says, every man gonna turn to his own people. You gonna try to find your own people. You gonna be like, man, it's getting bad out here. That's martial law, man. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? Your race wars is gonna come. Verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Hey, man, you trying to join with these other nations, man, niggas ain't having that. Either it's the race war. Either you gonna get down with your own people or you gonna lay down with these heathens. Yeah, man, it's some good stuff. You can keep on going. It's some real good stuff. But the point is the day of the Lord is destruction, and the signs is of the moon and what you see in the sky, you know. We go back to Joel. I think there's some more in there. Joel 2 and 9. And when you read Joel, talk about those missiles too. But I'm going to go to 10. It says the earth, Joel 2 and 10. It says the earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark. And the stars shall withdraw their shining. It's talking about those missiles before they come, before they hit. The earth is going to be quaking, boy. You're gonna see everything going crazy. It says, let me go down to 31. I'm going to start at 30. Yeah, 30. It says, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood, fire, and blood and fire and pillars of smoke. You know. And that's what's gonna happen. We read that before in another one, I believe. Verse 31, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. And that's what's going on. You're getting the signs before it's coming. You gotta prepare yourself, Israel. You gotta stand firm. And here's another cut. And it shall come to pass. Yeah, we read this in Acts. He was quoting Joel, I believe. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. That's what I'm saying. You gotta know the name. For the people who I be seeing talking about, we ain't got the name. We not worthy to have the name. If you don't know the name, you won't be delivered. You gotta call on that name. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahweh hath said, and in the remnant whom Yahweh shall call. Hey, the remnant, you know what I'm saying, that's left in all these other places, pursuant to, I think it's Isaiah 11 and 11, let you know where the remnant are. Joel 3 and 15. Yep, Joel 3 and 15, yep. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw the shining. We keep hearing about how dark this day is going to be. I don't think y'all understand it, man. Ain't going to be no street lights on. It says, verse 16, Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth shall shake. But Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. Man, you gotta stand firm. Because it's gonna be crazy. You're gonna hear that. You're gonna hear that horn, you're gonna hear it yell. Man, that's what's gonna make people's hearts melt. You're gonna hear a horn before he comes or when he comes. Go down to 19. Verse 19, Joel 3:19 says, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. Now this could be a two-part, but I believe it's really talking about America. The reason why Egypt is America is because Egypt is where we were slaved over there, and we're slaved over here in America. And a lot of innocent blood been shed here in America, and it still is. And Edom, the reason why it's Edom is because this is mainly where Esau is. There's more white people in America than anywhere else in the world. And for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood. They pursue us with a perpetual hatred, man, with the sword, man. And they don't even know why they doing it. It's a spiritual thing. They been hating us since the beginning because we got the blessing. You know what I'm saying? We didn't steal it. He sold it to us. He sold the birthright. I'm going to read on. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for Yahweh dwelleth in Zion. So it's hope for us, man. We just got to stand firm. The day of the Lord going to be a great but terrible day. You know what I'm saying? Have faith and pray. Fast, all that. I want to get another one because in Matthew, they was talking about the last days. I think it's Matthew 24. Matthew 24. I think it's 27. Hey, this is a good one right here. I'm gonna start at 25 because it's gonna get crazy. They're gonna try to fool people to make people believe that Christ is back. Matthew 25 and 24 and 25. Salaki. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. So you're going to have people come and tell you like, hey man, Yahweh Shah, man, he in the wilderness. Or he in the desert. Hey, he's over here in this secret place over here. I'm going to take you. No, don't go. They lying. He already told you. Do not go for it. Verse 27 says, For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, because you can see lightning from anywhere, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. You gonna see him, basically. When you see lightning, you're like, dang, what was that? See how quick it was? You see all that, but it was a flash. You knew it was lightning. You got a glimpse of it. Sometimes you can see a few of them. But that's how it's gonna be. You gonna see him. It ain't gonna be like he's hiding somewhere. You gonna see him you gonna see him come out that sky. Um well, I wanted to get to I think it was 29. And it said, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened. Immediately after the tribulation. So you gotta go, the tribulation gonna come, and then the sun gonna be darkened. So we're gonna have another solar eclipse. And the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven. It's gonna be dark. You ain't gonna have nothing. And then the stars shall fall from heaven. And the powers of heaven shall be shaken. What's those stars falling? It ain't talking about literal stars coming down. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about those missiles. Because it says, what does it say after that? And the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. The heavens gonna shake. That's those missiles, man. Those nuclear bombs. Verse 30 it says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So it's gonna be a sign of the Son of Man in heaven. You're gonna see him on that cloud, that big chariot, man. And everybody gonna be like, oh my God, man, it's over. This was real. They're gonna be hurting. Everything gonna probably just start hitting them like, damn, what the heck is going on? In 31, read 31, and it says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the earth to the other. And that's what's gonna happen, man. You're gonna gather the elect from the four corners of the earth. You're gonna hear that great trumpet, man. You're gonna hear that great trumpet when he come back, and he's gonna gather his elect, put them on them ships. And I think it's just one. He's gonna be riding on one. We're gonna go to the Father's ship, you know what I'm saying? The chariot, and meet everybody in the air, and then you'll see I think John talked about it in Revelation where he's like, it's a sea of glass. Cause he said he's a fire mingled with glass. It was on top of the firmament, and they seen the earth being destroyed by fire. Let me see something in Revelation. Revelation 6:12. So like I'm just going through something, seeing something real quick. Oh yeah, so I mean 6 and 12, yeah. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It just goes to show, like I said, I'm going through the precepts to let you know these are the things that's supposed to be happening before Yahweh makes his return. Verse 13, and the stars of heaven fell unto earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken up a mighty wind. Because that's what it's going to be when them stars fall. That's them missiles. And people just going to be falling. You know what I'm saying? Fall to the ground. They're going to die, man. Verse 14, and heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. So you ever seen a scroll when it's rolled together, those ancient scrolls? It's talking about that mushroom cloud. The heavens departed like that. You gonna see that mushroom cloud when that bomb hit. And every mountain and island were moved out of their places, man. It's not gonna be just one bomb. It's gonna be many. This place is, people hate this place, man. I mean, I always walk around, you know what I'm saying, when I'm at work or whatever, doing my thing. And I'm just looking at people. I people watch sometimes. Man, they just walking around like it ain't nothing going on. All hell is about to break loose. Verse 15, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. And that's what's going on. People got underground bunkers, you know what I'm saying? People gonna be trying to dig holes, trying to go in the sewer probably, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they gonna do. They gonna try to hide from Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah. Verse 16, and it says, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. At the wrath of the Lamb, man, it's Yahweh Shah and the Father that's sitting on the throne. They not the same people. You know what I'm saying? You got Yahweh and you got Yahweh Shah. They not the same. They one because they're on the same terms. They agree on everything together as one. They two different people, man. The one that sits on the throne and the other one does the work. You know? And the wrath of the Lamb. He'll be coming back as a lion. He was a lamb. Now he coming back as a lion. Verse 17, for the great day of his wrath is come. And who shall be able to stand? Nobody. You're not prepared for nothing like this to happen. Y'all trying to be. These people got stuff called the Star Wars stuff, where they trying to make sure if something was to happen like this, they'll be ready to fight them all. Man, look, it's already written in 2nd Ezra 16 what's gonna happen, and y'all finish. Ain't nothing you can do. The Star Wars program, that's what it was. That's what it's called, Star Wars program. And it's other ones too. And you can look on YouTube, you'll see fighter jets trying to chase these chariots. Man, they can't catch them, man. They go every which way. They don't even turn, they just go. They fast. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing you can do about it, man. It's over. You know? And that's why we gotta keep our faith. We got hope in this, man. You gotta stay strong. I wanted to get into the darkness again, how dark it's gonna be. Like I told you, it's thick darkness. To a point where you ain't gonna see like a big fog, man, you know. Big mist fog. It's a movie called The Mist, I believe. They couldn't, every time these people locked themselves in like a grocery store. And every time they would go out, something would happen, something would grab their ass. They couldn't see what it was though. That's how it's gonna be, but dark though. It was daytime and they couldn't see. So picture a heavy fog, and then just darkness. That's how it's gonna be. Isaiah 60:2 talks about it, I believe. Let me see, Isaiah. Like I said, I had these written down. I didn't go back over it. This is just going down the list, you know, 60:2. It says, I'm gonna start at 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. So it's letting them know our salvation is near. It's here. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. So, you know, Yahweh gonna get his glory from how he gonna deliver us, man. It's gonna be similar to Egypt, but worse. You know? But worse. You're gonna get those plagues, probably even more. You know, you go back and read what happened in ancient Egypt, man. It was bad. Um, some crazy stuff went on, but it's gonna be even worse. And he gonna get all the glory. That's what he do. He rises these kings up. It says I can't remember scripture, but it says the king's heart is in God's hand, and he turned it whichever he wanted to go. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. You can post a scripture down there if anybody know in the comments. But he turned it which way ever he go. He's in control. You know what I'm saying? He puts these kings where they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And all for his glory, because he gonna put them down, just like he said about Edom. They gonna return or build the desolate places. He said, yeah, they gonna rebuild, but I'm gonna throw down. That's how you know that's a black man. Ain't no white man talking like that. I'm gonna throw it down. Come on now. If you go on and read through Isaiah 60, it lets you know about the light coming to the Gentiles. And it ain't what y'all think, but it's a good chapter to read. The light coming to the Gentiles is really a good thing for us as Israelites. I don't know what I read. I read down Jeremiah 13 and 16. Let me see. Tripping. 13, 16. I'm just going into gross darkness, letting you know what it's all about. Let's see. I'm sorry, 15. Jeremiah 13, 15. Hear ye and give ear. It said, listen, be not proud. You gotta be humble in this walk, man. Help your brethren. Treat them like how you want to be treated, man. Humble yourself. If you're starting to get proud, you better pray about that. A mind is a crazy thing. I know it be having its own thoughts. You gotta check yourself. You know, be not proud, for Yahweh has spoken. Verse 16. This is what I wanted. Give glory to Yahweh your God before he calls darkness. Give glory before he comes, basically. Give glory to God and give him all the praise, honor, and glory before he comes with darkness, because that's what's about to happen. And before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains, because that's what people do. They only pray to God. They only pray to God when times of trouble happen. They start stumbling. Life is getting hard. Man, give him glory all the time. Even when things are just okay. Even if they just, mediocre. Praise him when everything is great. Even praise him in the bad. Be happy when you're going through affliction. That lets you know that he chastises those he loves. And he could be worse. But he's sparing you. He having mercy. I'm going to start at the top. Give glory to Yahweh, your God, before he calls darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains. And while ye look for light, he turned it into the shadow of death, and make it gross darkness. So yeah, you trying to find that light, he gonna turn it into a shadow of death. You trying to find out, you chasing that light, it's a trick. It's a shadow of death. And he gonna make it gross darkness. Gross darkness is deep darkness. It's deep. You can't get out of that. So praise him now. Man, that's all I got right now. Lord willing, I'll be doing some more videos. It's your boy Cass, Sons of Zion out here in Kansas City, like I said. We out here all the time, so Lord willing, we'll be out there till he pulls us out the street. So I want to give a shout out to all the brothers out there pushing the truth, and say shalom to all my sisters out there in the truth. And give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shah, Mashiach Wa Malak Yahweh Shah, because he's the Messiah and the King. Put some respect on his name. And Shalom, Israel.